They call them the Two Ahmeds. Ahmed Abdelkhalik, the defending national champion in men's squash. A senior, he's won 55 matches in a row. Has not lost since he was a first year. Ahmed Hatata, a junior and two-time All-American. Undefeated this season and one of the best players in the nation. Watching these two elite players in action every day leaves their teammates in awe.
They are absolutely unbelievable players. Watching them go up against each other, it's almost magical, just being able to say I'm on the same team as these two guys. You watch world-class players on TV, online, whatever, but being in the same building as two of the top players in college squash is just a dream.
But it has not been easy for the two Ahmeds. Abdelkhalik wasn't even that good when he first started playing back home in Egypt. He was initially a swimmer before he took up squash.
Well, I started playing when I was 10, which was pretty late, and I didn't start winning until I was 14, so 4 years of just losing.
Then all of a sudden, everything changed.
But when it clicked, I became number 1 in the nation, under 15, and then under 17, and then number 2 under 19.
While Abdelkhalik initially went to boarding school in the States before coming to Bates, Ahmed Hatata came to Bates straight from Egypt. There was an adjustment period.
I did not know Maine was this cold. I've never experienced this cold. It was my first snow here, and but so far so good. I loved it. It was good. It was definitely a culture shock somehow when I first got here. I adapted pretty quickly, and now it's fun. I've enjoyed every single second of it so far.
Watching these two on the court is always something to behold for fans and opponents alike. But only their teammates see what goes on behind the scenes to make it all come together.
There's no hiding behind the fact that they just put in a lot of hours. They're waking up early in the morning, putting in hours in the gym, on the track, when people are sleeping and staying inside their bed when it's cold outside. So they're definitely putting in the work, and it's not hard to see why they're coming across as being unbeaten or 50-match streak or what have you within Hatata as well. But it's just amazing to see that work ethic being translated to when they're working with the team as well, because they've been extremely willing to help and ready to help some of the younger guys as well, which is what being on a team is all about.
One of those younger guys is first-year McLeod Abbott. Abbott works primarily with Abdelkhalik.
Well, he's just technically so sound that he can bring that to my game. So anytime, I'm having trouble with my backhand or my drop shots or anything like that, I go to him, hop on court with him, and he just helps me to correct any problems that I'm having. The way he sees the game is incredible. I've never really had a coach who sees the game so, as well as he does.
Abbott tries to model parts of his game after the reigning national champs to the best of his ability.
I've really kind of tried to tailor my backhand after his. It's not nearly as good, obviously. His is so sound, but I watch him and I can kind of feel my backhand changing a little bit to try to recreate what he does on court, albeit with much worse results.
The two Ahmeds also coach each other and push each other to become better.
When I play matches and he watches me play, and he gives me some tips on what I should do on court between games and stuff like that, helps so much.
Because he's the number 1 right now, so he plays squash with a different pace, how the squash rally goes. So when I play with someone from other teams, it's definitely not as hard as I play him. So that's definitely a pro for me, or for everyone else on the team, is having someone like him to push us up.
As the season winds down, there are multiple events to look forward to for the two Ahmeds and their teammates. NESCACs are coming up this weekend, and a potential semifinal match with Middlebury looms large.
Every single thing we do on and off the court, whether it's here at the Squash Center or whether it's back on campus, we're thinking of that Middlebury game. We're thinking about avenging that defeat about 2.5 weeks ago here at home. We knew we had it in the palm of our hand. We had some close 5-set matches. We know we're the stronger team.
A win over Middlebury would set the Bobcats up for another run at the Hone Cup at Nationals, a prize Bates hasn't won since 2008. Then there's the prospect of what could happen at the individual Nationals, which take place March 4th through 6th in Stamford, Connecticut.
On a personal level, I hope I get to individual nationals undefeated. I hope so. So my ranking would be the same or even better. And then I hope we can see an all Bates final. That would definitely be great for Bates, for me, for him, for everyone, for Pat. It will be great. I'd love to see that. I'm hoping we can do that.
An all Bates final at individual nationals or a match between two Bobcats teammates on the way to the final is something that's never happened in program history. But if there's anyone who can make it happen, it's the Two Ahmeds. For Bates Athletics, I'm Aaron Morse.